I see you there. It's working. YouTube, tell me I'm good. So I've got an excellent connection. Insert. What? That's kind of cool. Whew. Yeah. Nope. Okay. We are live. It says it's public. Okay. Well, I guess we're live. I should really double check on the phone to see if it's showing up. But yeah. So we're coming back for another day of live stream CAD work. It says we're live, so let's get started. Okay, so if you missed yesterday, here's where we're at with the CAD. It looks really good. I'm really happy with where this is. So what do we need to do? So we need to model the pillow bearings. I found a new one. It's a different style, but I think that's kind of what we're going to need to go with. Just because it needs to be low profile. Come on. Are you kidding me? Fusion feels the need sometimes to change my key commands, my key bindings. So sometimes it just doesn't like to work. So right now it's 2 fingers scroll up on the trackpad is zoom in. Oh boy, it's lagging. And then it used to be that would kind of pan the image, but sometimes they change it and that can get pretty annoying. But so what do we need to do? We need to put the 3rd revision of the forks into the in here. We need to model the new pillow block rings. How's it going? Hey to you too. I did figure out what was wrong with this. Turns out I just imported the wrong size sprockets in. I ordered the right size. I double checked with the ones that I had. Yeah, so we're actually getting pretty close to being able to actually start like working on this. So let's see, what's the plan? So we need to figure out a wheel hub solution. There is the BaneBot solution. Goodness. There is the BaneBot solution, and I haven't quite figured out exactly how, because these are actually threaded on the outside. So what I could do is use some sort of like thread and clamp solution or something, or just use permanent Loctite and yeah, permanent Loctite and put it on with the threads. I don't know. There's got to be some way to do it. I guess I could file it. I guess I could pop out the shaft and turn it down on like a lathe or something so it's smooth, and then maybe like sand a flat in there or something. That's an option. Either way, I feel like we're going to be using modified BaneBots hubs. Come on, don't lag on me right now. Whoa. Okay, still doing that. Okay, so we figured out the motor retention thing. Oh yeah, that's right. We were going to make this backplate thinner. Oh no. Making the backplate thinner then means that we need to modify this, and that will be a nightmare. This took forever to model. It was not fun at all. It was not fun in the slightest. But I guess we might have to do that. Might try and do that on. Oh my goodness, this panning is horrible. Okay. We also need to add some cutouts to this so that the arms can actually slide up into it. So, yeah. But let's work on this pillow bearing. Yeah. So let me pull up my measurements. So it is E long. Where is E? Oh. Never mind. For whatever reason, they have dimensions with letters, and then they just have the length and everything. So 2.88 inches, 73 millimeters. It's like exactly the height of the robot. If we look at this and we inspect, it's 76. Wait. Yeah, so it's 3 millimeters. So the lid is basically going to rest on this thing. It's like the perfect size. It's absolutely crazy. Okay. But overall height is 2.56 inches. Come on. I'm typing slash and not L. Okay. Shaft height is 1.31. The mic there. 12.7. Okay. Bolt distance. I don't know what bolt distance is. But I'm trying to use my desktop mouse at the same time. Okay, let's trim this up just because that makes me feel better about this whole thing. And how thick is it? That does not say. It can't be 2 inches wide because it's... Yeah. Are you kidding me? It doesn't say how wide it is. What kind of a place is this? They're $12 a piece. Why didn't I use a construction line in the center? Come again? That's probably something weird that I don't know about. Yeah, if there's a better way to do this, let me know, because I'm just kind of doing whatever I think, whatever I know right now. So, I don't know, we'll just approximate it with like 1 inch. That's 1 millimeter, not 1 inch. One inch looks about right, judging by the picture. Oh my goodness, this is actually just terrible. But I think we got it. So now then we need to create a sketch on the bottom. Toggle sketch objects between construction and non-construction. Construction things don't form profiles. Oh, okay. Sketch objects between construction and non-construction. So I guess I don't exactly know what the difference between construction and non-construction is. This has never really actually caused problems for me. So if there's any reason like I shouldn't use sketch planes like this, then okay. Oh, okay. That's okay. I see what you're saying now. You're talking about sort of the like. Question is. So, I need to figure out how to use those actually. So, that's good to know. I've just been making them and trimming them at this point. But, dang. Bolt distance is 2 inches, so 1 inch. Okay, so I need to figure out how to use those. I don't think it's these because these are constraints. I don't see how to actually make a line. Top item on the sketch palette in the left. Line? That's just create a line. Fit curves to mesh section. Sketch dimension. I mean, right. Top. Where are we? Curvature, finish sketch, symmetry, collinear. Sketch palette on the right. I see finish sketch. I see select. Oh, you can just insert McMaster components. That's useful. Inspect. Under the... Oh, yep, okay. I'm just... construction. Okay, so it's not construction now, which means that... Oh. Okay. I need to try this now. Okay, so let's get rid of these. So... I can create a line that would be a construction line, right? Then from the middle, this feels exactly the same. I get the feeling I'm doing it wrong. Another problem with this model is that they don't actually tell you what size screws you need. They're definitely not metric screws, that's for sure, because this is the most... You can change individual lines back and forth between construction. Okay. Okay. Select a line and click construction. Okay, so I think I had it reversed in my head. Oh. Okay, that's really, really nifty. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna, no, I don't want this to be construction because we're actually gonna be making that as a thing. These look like they're about 8 in the image. Thanks for pointing that out, Justin. I did not know that. I mostly have just been kind of learning as I go with this whole sort of CAD thing, so you learn something new every day. And that's as good as it needs to be because it's literally almost exactly this thing. Almost exactly this size. Click construction with nothing selected. Okay, I probably had stuff selected and I wasn't thinking of it. That's good to know. I need to get used to that now. I guess there is a little lip on this. So it looks like it's about... I'm really just kind of going by eye now that I have the stuff gone, just because this is the only one I can find that fits within the size of the robot. And yeah, that, oh my goodness. Looks like it's about 17. And come on, nope. What program am I using for CAD? I'm using Fusion 360. Make existing objects construction. You do need to select them. Okay, I did figure that out. That's about as good as I can make this. Okay, well, let's save this as pillow bearing 2. I might have meant to hit 3 there, but that's fine. Oh my, okay. What is this part for? It's for the mounting of this. It's the Vex Thunder Hex axle. I'm gonna turn it down on a lathe, and then it'll fit into a normal pillow block bearing, a normal 2-inch bearing. Because Vex doesn't actually sell pillow block bearings, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so we'll pop that like that. This. Okay. So, okay. I mean, do they sell them? Yes, they do sell them on bigbearingstore.com. Which, my goodness, this is gonna be really tight. Also, that goes way farther back into the, for LS. I'm confused what you mean by LS. Well, it fits. Does it fit though? It looks like it kind of, my goodness, this is actually quite annoying that my trackpad commands aren't working anymore. Okay, so there's a couple options that I could do. I could A, push these closer. Vex sells low strength pillow block bearings. Really? I must not have seen them when I was looking. Because I know I looked, because I know I looked earlier this summer back, like the first couple times I was streaming. I see bearings, 30 choices. 30 choices. My goodness. They're even in the CAD library. Wait. Are you talking about normal Vex or Vex Pro? Because I'm talking Vex Pro for... Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is for half-inch. Half-inch Thunder Hex shafts. I do know what you're talking about for the normal pillow block bearings. I'm talking... Yeah, I needed something. This is for the 30-pound featherweight combat robot. So I mean... What's about Blastwave? Blastwave is coming along. Just actually went and bought some sheet metal. I think we're going to switch away from titanium because I didn't feel like spending the crazy amounts of money on drills for drilling into titanium. So I just bought some plate steel. We're going to see how that worked. It worked well enough for StompBot, which is now finished. So I guess expect that video coming along relatively soon. I guess we'll just leave it there. So that definitely is clipping into what is my goodness, this is actually just a nightmare. Okay, so there's a couple things I can do. I can either A, push the pillow block bearings farther out, or I could machine the... No, it's going to be easier to push the pillow block bearings farther out by a lot, because then that's like an extra machining step I have to do to like set this in. Come on. Let me pan out. Okay. So let's move these. I'll move them this way. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is going to be good. They'll be a little bit closer closer in, but I don't really think that's anything we can do without changing the size. And it'd be kind of weird to go over a foot in width because yeah, we're trying to kind of build this with like off the shelf aluminum bars. And okay, we're gonna create a copy. Come on. Okay. Oh, we still need to move all this stuff back out. Is it Shift G? I can't remember if it's... Okay, so I gotta individually join these all together. Which is fine. The direct modeling environment, turn off design history. Yeah, you're right, because this is actually, it's not like I'm going to be doing do not capture design history. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know you could actually turn it off. I really do like the parametric stuff in rigid group. Okay, is that an assemble rigid group? My goodness, man, you're teaching me everything today. So if I move these, they should all move. That is if I can select it. Or is there a groups tab? Body sketches, construction. Let's see. Not if you move bodies. Oh, okay. So I need to... Okay, so it took me back here. Need to move components. Okay, so I'm going to select all these. Then I'm going to move these where I need them to go, which is here. Then... Nope. Can I rigid group them together and then mount them as a pivot? Yeah, I was trying to double click the part, but it just was not working. Rigid group. Oh, okay. It wasn't working for me. That's really weird. That's probably what the problem was. Okay. So then I need to... Come on. Okay, so let's try this out. Move it out of the way so that I can... How did the lid get involved in that? Okay, so we're gonna edit the rigid group. There we go. You're right, I just wasn't seeing it. Goodness. Okay. It's It's occurring to me that I was going to replace these forks, but okay, where's the where? Okay. Sprocket is off center. It. Goodness. Okay. You're right, it is off center. And I can fix that if I go back to before. Well, it's actually not that bad when you consider it is off center, but because of the way that the motor's mounted. I guess I could push that farther back, but yeah, let's move all this stuff back a little bit. What else got selected? Something, yep. Okay, nope, that doesn't need to be in there. Okay. I think I clicked the wrong thing, that was the problem. Sounds good. Thanks for helping out. It's probably a good thing that you're not here to watch me do any more modeling crimes, I guess. Thanks so much for the help. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. We're still before we moved it to the rigid group in the timeline. Time travel is so nice. It's really nice. How's it going, Joshua? How's your day going? Mine's going pretty well. I stopped at the hardware store, had some pizza. That's kind of how my day's gone. I woke up early, so that's not bad, actually. What just happened? The sprocket's actually still the wrong one. Yeah, it's still the wrong sprocket. But I don't feel like downloading the right one right now, so... Okay, because I joined those two, didn't I? Can I delete this joint? Yes, I can. Okay. So now then that should fix it. Okay. So that's inside of that. What happened to the... Oh, it's clipping through. Okay, so we'll move copy those. Well, actually, it really doesn't matter. I'll probably turn off parametric again in a little bit, because it's not like I'm actually... Of course those two are still joined together. Okay. So I can show hide these, because we actually modeled a new version. Okay, let's get those new forks in here. Should be fork 3. Still not entirely happy with the profile. And also it's still actually got the the little mounting hub stuck in it. SolidWorks, gang. SolidWorks costs money. That's why I don't use it. Also, it's Windows only, and this is a Mac. But I also have Boot Camp on here now, so it really doesn't matter at this point. But I have Fusion. It's free. I don't feel like paying what is it, like $100 a year for a student edition of SolidWorks? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's basically like SolidWorks is like the Adobe of the engineering industry. You don't want to use them, but you kind of have to. Although to be fair, Adobe's stuff has Adobe stuff is practically magic. I'm convinced it's literally just magic that powers Photoshop at this point. There was something that I was able to do. Oh yeah, I was able to like 30 minutes learn how to like get rid of like the transitions on glasses. Couldn't even tell. I did all of my, I ended up editing a bunch of senior pictures that ended up getting wrecked because of my glasses. So I'm convinced Photoshop is just basically magic. Okay. Those are the forks. They're basically the same. Autodesk, gang? Yeah. Okay. Can actually, so I can roll history marker here. Can edit the rigid group. And also select these. Oh, the new forks are bigger. Interesting. Okay, we might have to fix our weight budget for that. But yes, they are very, very, very much bigger. Okay. Okay. Create a joint. That's not going to go the way I want it to, is it? Okay, so we'll do that to that, then hit join. That's off center. That's very, very, very off center. And doesn't look like there's any way to fix it, so oh my goodness. The one thing that I absolutely dislike about Fusion is its insistence on destroying my muscle memory all the time. Because I really, really like trackpad like movement. And it likes to change that. And right now I don't feel like going into the settings to fix it, but at the same point, like, okay. There we go, that's looking good. I don't know why I actually ended up doing that, because I'm just going to, okay. Okay. Okay, so I did it the wrong way again. Also, we're zoomed in incredibly, incredibly far. Okay. Select that edge. Capture the position. Yes. Okay, that did what we wanted to do. I'm not going to put the screws in because I don't feel like it right now. But now, let me zoom out Autodesk. I need to go and invest some time into getting my shortcuts back, or my like, nope, not move copy. I don't want to. I need to drive this joint so we can see. Not edit joint. Oh my goodness. Okay. Is it gonna work? Is it not going to work? Because I clicked edit joint again. Because that's just how we roll. There we go. Oh yeah. And now you can see why we need to fix the lid. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Should save this just in case my computer decides to explode, because that was not exactly fun. Oh, please don't break this. I just realized this is too far to the right. Of course it's gonna break. Okay. Component insert. That's a capture position. It's a rigid component insert. Okay, it's this one. Roll history marker here. So I can go back and move it before I linked everything together. No clip bot. Yeah. Not faces. We want components. I actually just played through Half-Life the other week, and that makes me really, really, really want to build a Half-Life themed robot. I think that'd be really fun. You really can't go wrong with Valve games. Like, can't remember the last time I played a Valve game. I don't think I've ever played a Valve game that I've disliked. That's jank, and it makes me sad. So I need to fix that. It's right here. So if I roll history marker here, okay. Move copy. Please don't. Okay. Of course. Okay, so I need it. There we go. Okay, that looks good. This sprocket is still trash position. Okay. Now we can roll the history marker back. It just did it. Oh my goodness. Is it something with this? Okay. Come on, go back. Okay. I think I see what the problem was. Come on. It's never fun when you feel like you're fighting the software, and right now I feel like I'm fighting the software. Okay. Just want to move it up a couple millimeters to rotate it the tiniest bit. 35 degrees. Then capture position. Now I should be able to shove it forward. Okay. That worked. So let me go back here. Okay, now capture position again. Okay, so it doesn't save the movement until you capture the position. Sometimes I feel like I know this software front to back, and then other times I feel like I've just started. That still looks off center. That's because it is. Roll history marker here. Bodies. I don't know when you would use the faces move tool. That still doesn't make sense to me. Okay. I think that's about as good as I can make it. I might come back and fix it later, but it should be good enough for right now. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay. Let's save that. So I need to see if it's possible to remove the shafts on these motors, because what I might need to do is like turn them down on the lathe, somehow get rid of all the threading, and then sand a flat. Or I could just sand a flat, leave the threading. That's also an option. Sand a flat on the belt sander, leave the threading, chuck it into a BaneBots hub. I need to download the BaneBots model. I don't know why I just looked at my whiteboard to see if I had it on my to-do list, but okay. Okay, let's go into the lid. We'll figure out how far from the, come on. We'll figure out how far from the edge these forks are. Nope. I feel like Autodesk just pushed an update or something that like just kind of broke everything that I was expecting. Okay, so they're 154 millimeters. So we'll go with 150. Well, this is going to be printed anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So we're going to go with like 157. I still think I might remodel this. Remodel this? Yeah, remodel this. Okay. Create a sketch on this top plane. Nope, this isn't something that I can just do this like. I'm not sure if either I'm unaware or if it's just never updated. I feel like Fusion updates all the time, and there was one time when it like they just decided like, hey, we're gonna like completely redesign the entire interface, and it tripped me out for what the heck. Okay, so it was something super weird with the okay. Okay. And it's also not inverted, so. Oh, wait. No, I'm being ridiculous. So let's Command Z out of here. Where am I? Where am I? Of course. Because this is a mess of planes. It's not actually. Oh my goodness. I need to figure out how to like repair geometry. That's kind of my next big hurdle in Fusion. Okay, so this is a contiguous section. So I mean, except for that corner. Why the heck? It'll still let me put a thing on the corner, so 57. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so I can do sketch lines. Or construction lines. Okay, so we'll come in. Nope. And then for whatever reason, they just don't match up with the bot. What is this? This is garbage. What? Okay. No, that's gotta be as close as it can be. So there's got to be some sort of like weird bowing thing because I drew a straight line from corner to corner. Hey, Fusion 360 is free if you have there's like both the educational license and then there's also like the personal use license, which lets you like I think as long as you're not making $1,000 a year from your Fusion use, then they let you use it for free. So it's totally worth it. Okay, something doesn't track here. Something's messed up. Okay, so if you go back to the assembly. Never mind. I'm going crazy. Okay, so 157. 14. Okay, so this is an actual sketch line that we're going to be extruding and clearing out. Do I want to go full up to the half? Unlimited cloud credits for rendering. Yeah, I probably should use that more. I use the I tend to use the in-canvas render. Let's go with 70. That should let me get a decent well, I can always go back into the parametric settings and fix it. So let's go with 80. Something about the scale feels off here, but I don't know what yet. What? Okay, this is gonna get 100% remodeled, but what the heck? You know what? Nope, not. Why is part of this like underneath? Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so it's body 1. Okay. Is this not a continuous? Okay. Is this not continuous? What the heck? Oh. Okay, got it. So we're gonna finish the sketch. We're going to move it back. Or re-enable this. We're going to do offset plane. 25 millimeters is fine. We're going to push this forward. Redefine the sketch plane to be this. Okay. What the heck? What? What? Yo, what? Okay. So, can I like just go back into this sketch? Nope, not that far. I didn't want to zoom in that far. It's got to be something with this like weird edge down here, doesn't it? My goodness. Should I just give up? Should I just like start over from scratch? This took forever to model. It was not fun at all. So I don't exactly want to get rid of it, but at the same point, like, what else am I supposed to do? This thing. Okay. We're gonna just. Okay, we're gonna delete this sketch. We're going to delete this plane. I'm gonna start over from here. Okay. Okay, and now I'm beginning to see where the problem lies. Okay, we're gonna zoom out pretty far. Okay, I'm beginning to see where the problem lies. There's just so much jank geometry here. But like, I don't know how else to take care of it. That's the problem. Okay, I got worried for a second, but I think we're gonna be fine. I'm still trying to use the pinch to zoom thing when that is apparently gone. I need to see if I can. This happened once before. 157. Okay. On the plus side of remodeling it, I then get to kind of deal with these extra weird, like these extra cutouts in a better way. So that's a plus, I guess. Nope, wrong direction. I can't tell at this point if I'm using it wrong or if the software is just buggy. Nope, not that. Select that. And of course, there's a tiny, like, speck of something still left. Where am I? Okay. What is happening? Fine, whatever. We're gonna use the trim tool. Okay. Finish the sketch. Okay. You know, it doesn't look half bad, actually. Not half bad. It does look whole bad, though. What happens if I fill at this? Oh my. Oh my. Oh no. What I actually wanted to click was chamfer because still basically, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm surprised it's not actually giving me errors with all like the weird geometry here. What happens if we, okay, so what does it look like if we select all these and then chamfer these? We're kind of in like the weird, like sort of half design, half tech section. Okay, this is looking more Xbox than Dreamcast. But, okay, so what does it look like then if we take this, select all of these, let's just do it on one side to simplify my life. Nope, not that. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to come at this from a different angle. Nope. Okay. Holy cow. Okay. And then just let me in there. Okay, I might have meant to click the other one, but we'll see how this looks. And again, we're creating some super freaky geometry. But there's something honestly kind of like cool about it. Okay. I'm going to destroy something. This fusion glitching with its movement is... It's the one downside with like cloud-based software. Then it feels like there needs to be something in the middle. Nah, we're gonna wait for my computer to slow down. Nope, nope, redo, redo, redo. Okay. We're gonna save that. Oh yeah, that's right. That was saved as a different file, so we need to go in and re-import it. It'd be top lid. Ooh, so where did that get saved? Refresh. Top lid cosmetic. 90 degrees. Pop that on there. Okay, so it doesn't perfectly line up, but it's close enough to the point where I'm not really super concerned about it. Okay. Let's turn that off. Let's copy this over to the other side. We're probably gonna call it a day in a little bit. I want to go and actually we're gonna cut the lids for Blastwave today, so I still don't know when that project's gonna be finished because I have other projects that are a lot closer to completion that have just absolutely decided that they did not want to function. So Blastwave might be one of those. Whew. I'm really, really liking this. Dang, that's sick. That is sick. Okay. So what else do we have to do? I have to figure out what I can do about the drill or the wheel hubs, I still haven't figured that out. There was, so these little axles here are actually just like threaded. They have like a full thread on them, and they also have a full thread on the inside too. You can like kind of see the inside. But so the question is, do I want to just thread something and then chuck a bunch of Loctite on it, which is an option. It's a perfectly valid option. I don't really care that much, but will it come off? And also, how am I going to take it off when I need to take it off, right? So if I can pull the shafts out, I could just like turn them down on a lathe and then put them in like a Banebots hub, because Banebots makes hubs that fit into... Oh, really? Okay, so this side. So the wheels are... I didn't bother to rotate the wheels. But you see how there's like this little insert thing on the wheel hubs? This is for like a wheel hub. Wow. Okay, so these little insert things on the wheels are for wheel hubs. They just kind of press in there, and it's sort of like a bigger, beefier version of like the FingerTech snap hubs or whatever, where instead of putting pressure on it, it actually like fits into a section on the wheel, because I don't think you'd want to use friction hubs on anything bigger than like a Beetle. I've had problems with slipping on my Featherweight, so hopefully I'll be able to finish that so I can show you guys that pretty soon. That might be like November by this point, especially with uni starting soon. So I could turn these down on a lathe and make them smooth and then just like clamp them into the hub. Or I could sand down the, or I could just sand down the, what do you call it? Sand down the threads on part of it. That way I can still thread onto it if I wanted to, and then clamp the whole thing in a hub. That'd damage the threads. So at that point you might as well turn it down. But I could very easily just chuck it in a vise or something. I'm not exactly looking forward to this Banebots order, because it's gonna be, what is it gonna be? It's gonna be so much money. It's gonna be like $80 for the, or at least $50 for the, at least $50 for the gearbox here. Where is it? Come on. Yeah, there we go. This gearbox up here. It's gonna be like $50 for the gearbox, and it's gonna be like another $50 for wheels and the hubs and stuff. And oh boy, should actually be pretty cheap comparatively, though. Hopefully it doesn't like get absolutely destroyed, but that's why we're going for Sportsman rather than full combat. Okay, so we're gonna do one more thing. I need to make this piece just a little bit longer. I think it'd be called front rail or something. Not mid rail. Inner rail is not right, because that was what we were going to use before the pillow block bearings, back when we were basically going to be making our own pillow block bearings. Did I? Okay, what is this called? Nope. Oh. Okay, so that's... bodies. Okay, so I just modeled that in here. Okay. What's the name of the bot? I'm thinking about calling it Vapor Phase, because the idea of it, the original idea, it's kind of strayed from it at this point, was to make a sort of Vaporwave themed bot, because you have Blastwave, which is Synthwave, and now you have Vapor Phase, which is Vaporwave themed, but unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, okay, will it work if I try press pulling? There we go. Okay, I don't know what just happened. Okay, Is 5mm fine? Is it going to give me back everything? Okay. That's good. Okay. I'm live at 11 p.m. For me, it is 1 p.m. So, dang, man. You're probably... Okay, where... Let me try and figure out where in the world would be a 1 p.m. or 11 p.m. 10 hours. So it's like, I think it's like 8 hours for the UK, off the top of my head. So, Middle Europe, Eastern Europe, somewhere in there. I guess it could also be like Africa's kind of south of there. So I'm guessing sort of Central Europe or Central Africa. That's my guess for that time zone. I still need to do this. Okay. Ah, man, this is looking good. India. Okay. I was kind of close. Not super far off. I mean, that's actually pretty far off. Where's a world map? Oh yeah, I was very off. Okay. It's 1 a.m. Dang. You guys are up late. I guess that's not much later than I've been. For me, it's been like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., which is not good because I need to start getting up early for classes and stuff. But man, guys, thanks for staying up with me. It's been fun. This has been a fun stream. So what else do we got to do? I need to make an LED holder for this. We could do LEDs on both top and bottom. Haven't quite figured out what I want to do for that yet. I also have to figure out, wait a second, are we basically done? Okay, so back rail is actually a separate thing. Let's fix this first because I keep forgetting. Okay. Which country am I at? I am in the US. Reminds you of the old Xbox? Yeah, that's part of the... I want it to look like a cross between the first Xbox and the Sega Dreamcast, which is kind of where that like little bit of a raised circle thing came from. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. These are kind of like really fun to like sort of like just let the design side of me go, which is why I put a lot of effort into like trying to make Blast Wave look good, and why the new StompBot is going to look absolutely amazing. It's going to look so good. Okay, so I really don't like that overhang, but we've just saved about a pound of weight by changing that to be shorter. So I might have to remodel that, but I might save that for next stream because my voice is leaving me at this point. I feel like I'm almost doing like a Batman impression at this point. I feel so gravelly. Whoa, what just happened? Okay. Let's try these joints. I want to see this again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So it's going to... Okay, so we can get basically a full 90 degrees. And we don't need to worry about it going back farther than this because it's invertible. So it's not like we need to actually like self-write or anything. Which, you know, let's actually pull it up. Let's save this before I forget. We'll pull up the first version of the CAD because this is actually the second iteration of this robot. Ooh, those overhangs actually look kind of cool. now that I'm seeing them. Maybe I don't have to remodel this, because I really don't want to. That took like 2 or 3 hours, or it took way too long. That was very frustrating. Where is it? There's proto assembly, shorter, taller proto assembly. My goodness. So I got proto assembly, we got shorter proto assembly, and we got shorter, taller proto assembly. I threw this one together in the Blastwave color scheme. This was right before I decided to quit this version of the design. I don't think I ever bothered modeling anything like interesting in here. It was going to be a 4-bar lifter rather than the, I don't know what you call it, like a radial lifter, straight pin lifter. I really do not know. Where's the lid? Top plate. Yeah, so this is what it was going to look like. Oh, you're telling me that I already modeled those things? I didn't need to model those again? Oh well, they're smaller, they're lower profile. These wouldn't have worked. Also, what? Oh yeah, that's right. These were gonna have like a zip tie around them. It was a horrible idea. Most of this robot was a horrible idea, but I think the new one's gonna be way better. It's gonna actually look Vaporwave-y-ish. I don't know what color I'm gonna go with. No, we're not gonna save that because I just took off the lid and hid that. Why am I not going with an active weapon? So I didn't want to spend a ton of money on this robot. I wanted to spend something between $200 and $300, and in order to make it so that I wouldn't have to buy a ton of like expensive materials, like you know, like big chunks of aluminum and steel and stuff, I wanted to go with the Sportsman class, and the Sportsman class doesn't allow crazy spinners. You can have spinners, but they have to be more like saws, or like a mammoth style lifter flipper is allowed. I think there's one robot that has a spinner, but it's basically a gigantic like impact saw. So if it hits you, it's gonna more like dig into you and throw you rather than actually like be a massive spinner. It's also like really, really, really low RPMs. So this could go at this is like Sportsman, so it's going to be mostly going up against hammers and stuff. Also, I didn't feel like buying expensive heavy brushless motors, because if I was going to do this, it would most likely be like a brushless drum or something. But also, I've already built a drum, I've already built a wedge, I've already I have another robot that I don't want to say the weapon class of yet, that is basically finished. But I hadn't built a lifter yet, and I really wanted to try out a lifter. So this also lets me play around with like some gear ratios and some cooler cutting stuff. So yeah, dang, this is actually really, really turning out well. So I guess on the to-do list is model the screws for these pieces. Model the screws for like connection on everything. Maybe change this. I might trim this up. Figure out how to mount the lid. I really need to get a tab for this on my my to-do list. But which motors are good for weapon, brushed or brushless? It really depends on what kind of weapon you're going with. Blastwave runs on a brushless motor because they can realistically reach higher top speeds, and just you get more power per weight, but you have to spend a lot more time like kind of tweaking them to make sure that they work. Like Blastwaves, the Blastwave version 1 was super, super, super hit or miss with the spin up times. We basically ended up having to like grease the axle and the belt to actually get it to spin up, and part of that was due to the speed controller, because with brushless you're flipping the current, is my very, very limited understanding of brushless motors. It's kind of like AC rather than DC. So you're kind of flipping the current between the different wires, and the way you do that can impact your spin up torque and stuff. So you kind of have to spend a lot more time tweaking and stuff. But like this is a brush motor because I don't need a brushless motor. I could switch to a brushless motor if I wanted to. Yeah, I could switch to a brushless motor if I wanted to, and I might actually. But that really depends. Brushless are far more powerful. They also tend to cost more. I think the motor that where's my lid so I can pull it off? Top lid and bottom lid. We'll just pull them both off. This motor I got for like $3. I have like 5 of them or 6 of them, and I got them for like $3 a piece at a surplus store. Whereas if I wanted to get like a brushless version, it's like $20. So they're definitely cheap motors, and we're gonna see if it can actually lift 30 pounds. Do I have a 30-pound weight, or what do I have that's 30 pounds? I need to figure that out. Yeah, tweaking things is such a hassle, and like you think back to like if you're watching this stream, you've probably seen BattleBots. You think of all of the teams that had like teething issues with their brushless motors. I want to say like Witch Doctor. A lot of their problems in the 2018 yeah 2018 season were it was either Witch Doctor or Hypershock. One of them had a lot of problems with their brushless drive setup because they were just getting it to work, and so they caught on fire a lot. That was also a problem with Overhaul, but that was less. That was more of like a weird design issue. Would I consider doing a video building a motor with basic magnets? That does sound interesting. That does sound pretty cool. I know if you want to read about it and don't want to wait for me, Charles Guan, the builder of Overhaul, has some blog posts on his blog, equals 0, e to the I pi plus 1.net, I want to say, or something like that, that has like, he's built some custom like hub motors for Beetles and maybe even 30 pounders. I don't know. Imagine brushless and Vex. Yeah, you could run brushless. There's nothing stopping you from running brushless. It's not, aside from it being illegal, there's nothing physically stopping you from connecting a brushless ESC to a 3-wire port. Am I using 3S or 2S or 3S or 4S for it, or it might be more? I think I'm gonna stick with probably 3S, 2S or 3S. I don't want to run, so I'm trying to again stay within a $300 budget. I don't actually remember what battery type I decided on. Yeah, I CAD'd this little brick, and that's what the battery is. I don't remember what brand it is. It's in like some notebook somewhere. I need to find my I've been kind of keeping like an engineering notebook, quote, of like my combat robots and stuff, with sketches and stuff. So probably when I'm doing the video on this CAD, like once I actually get it finished, like the CAD overview, I'll probably go over the, like, what am I trying to say? My brain is broken. I'll probably show off those sketches. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm still really tired. It was still like a 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. thing last night. My goodness. Even with like 8 hours of sleep, I'm still just absolutely demolished. I need like 12 hours a day. Which tournament will it participate? So hopefully once life gets back to normal, it's either going to go to Orlando Maker Faire. Probably Orlando Maker Faire. There's also Dragon Con in Atlanta, which has an open air combat, so not inside of a box, and like on like a stage. So super like mostly lifters and wedges. Nothing like, no saws, nothing crazy. Or Motorama, or I think there's another one up in the Northeast, but those are kind of the two that I'm really thinking of, because I don't really feel like I think it's easier for me to get to Florida than it is to get to where's it, like Massachusetts, Boston. It's Boston, right? Or Hartford. I don't know. It's somewhere up in the Northeast. It's easier for me to get to the Southeast than to the Northeast. But yeah, I think that's about it. I've actually, apparently, I guess there's someone else that needs to use the internet a bit more than me. So if you have any more questions, get them in, because I gotta sign off in like maybe 15-20 minutes. Please post video of tournaments on YouTube. Oh yeah, for sure. The problem right now is getting to one and competing safely, because as far as I know, there are no more kilobots ones planned, and also Canada's banned people from the US. As far as I know, I don't think they've ever... Are we still banned? Well, oh, I guess we're allowed now. If you're a foreign national, you won't be able to enter Canada. Oh. Huh. Sounds... Okay, so it sounds like I could go to Canada, but I'd have to go in quarantine. Do these comps have motor and size limits? No, actually. Yeah, no. The only competitions that I know of that have size limits are the UK ant weight, which is fairy weight in the US, where you're limited to, I want to say it's a 4-inch cube. I want to say it's either a 3 or a 4-inch cube. And then you're limited to whatever can fit through the door at Orlando Maker Faire and other tournaments. I think that might include BattleBots too. Or BattleBots might be 1 meter by 1 meter. If you haven't checked it out already, be sure to look at the previous one from the previous tournaments from Kilobots. I think there's 2 videos for that. It's almost like a short documentary almost. Those took a lot of time to make, and I still think that the fight with Steamed Hams and the fight with Chester was also really fun. So if you didn't get to check out the ones from Kilobots last year, should be from like oh my goodness, that was just over a year ago now. My goodness. Yeah, so go check those out if you haven't. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to have to sign off because someone else needs to use the internet, and I'm kind of sucking all the bandwidth right now. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It's been really, really fun. Might try streaming again. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe sometime soon. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.